All right. We are here at the Cookout where we get to hang out with your favorite artists. And we invited a special guest today. None other than Sabrina Carpenter is joining us. Welcome to the Cookout.
Thanks for having me at the cookout. I'm
Of
excited.
course. Yeah, but we do have one rule. Unfortunately, you have to bring a dish because it is a collaborative effort. So, what's your favorite dish that maybe you make that you want to bring? Or you can buy it if you don't feel like making stuff. But what would you bring?
I'll tell you right now, I'm not the chef anyone wants to cook for them. But mac and cheese would always be my option.
Of course, can never
Yeah,
have too much of that.
never.
And something else that we can't have too much of your album, these songs that you've given us.
That
Uh,
was an awesome segue. Like really impressive. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, but thank you for all these jams that you've given us. We got to talk about nonsense. That's just been, blowing up everywhere. What made you? How did this song come together? Like, did you really have this feeling that those cartwheels in your stomach was like, I got to get this on paper because I'm so in love right now? Or it's just like maybe it was an idea that you want to get to someday.
No, I've definitely felt this way only a few times in my life. But when it happens, it's very exciting and it's inexplainable, which is why it feels like nonsense because you don't know how to make any sense of what you're feeling. But there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of nerves, there's just like a lot of me kind of feeling like a weird version of myself. And then also I think my favorite thing about the song is it just is very my sense of humor to a T and sarcastic and just kind of, uh it's 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 like almost like a play on itself, if that makes any sense. And the song came to be honestly in such a random way that I would have never expected because I was kind of writing a really sad song that day and I kind of ended up getting writer's block and couldn't really finish it, and I was like we just need to write nonsense, we just need to like stop thinking so hard, and then this happened really naturally and it almost didn't make the album. This was the one song that I was like, I don't know if this fits how serious the rest of the record is, and so literally days before I was supposed to turn it in, I decided last minute to add it. Crazy.
Wow, we almost didn't get this song.
Yeah, I know. I
How
listen, you
dare
have
you?
it now. You have it now, so it's okay. But yeah, isn't that weird? The universe almost like makes stuff happen without you even really being aware of it. So
It's crazy. There's always a plan in motion and everything happens for a reason. So thank goodness you got writer's block that day.
thank God, right? And I was so sad about it too. Little did I know.
See what happens now. That feeling that you described, you said you've only had it a few times. Is it possible to meet somebody and not have that feeling right away, but then maybe work up to getting the nonsense feeling? Or is this something you have to have like sparks fly, like immediate, you feel it in your stomach?
No, I think you can definitely work up to it. And sometimes it comes out of nowhere with someone that you've known years. And then you go, oh my gosh, I've never seen this person this way. And now I feel that way. But I think the times where it feels most exciting is when it is kind of a stranger. And it's like the first 10 minutes of, speaking to this person for the first time in your life, you just go, oh my God, like I can't imagine not knowing this person. And I can't imagine, not meeting this person and having this conversation and this dialogue going the way that it's going, and just like that excitement. I don't know, there's something really sweet about it. So the song's a little goofy. I'm also just excited that people are like, someone said to me earlier, they're like, this is like a love song that's like doing well in this climate. It's really shocking because it's been so sad for a long time. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, that's a really cool feeling because I think it's hard for me, it's hard to write upbeat, positive songs because I'm so much more inspired by the things that bring me pain. So there's something really cool about this song just being really really happy and positive.
Yeah, absolutely. I always say when like people get into happy relationships that their music is gonna suffer. Like it's just gonna be all downhill
Not
from
me, girl.
you're
Not me.
thriving. You're
I'm
thriving.
not in a, I'm not in a happy relationship though, by the way.
Oh,
Well, actually, no, I'm just not in a relationship. But like, even if I, never mind. I was like,
oh,
now this sounds crazy. But I
yeah.
thought I just told you that I was in an unhappy relationship, but I promise that's not the case either. But I think that there's like multiple ways to go about it. I've heard that saying before too, of like everyone suffers when they're happy and they can't write about anything.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know if it's true, but I definitely think there's so much beauty in being able to write about sadness. And then it's also really exciting when you get to like articulate like the feeling of feeling giddy or the feeling of feeling excited.
Yeah, because I think deep down where we are hopeless romantics and we want that for you. So, we're rooting for you that you get to find that feeling and, we'll be jealous on the other side, but hopefully we'll get it too one day.
Exactly.
But
We all
we've seen a lot of people now it's really rolling on TikTok, like over 1 million views. People are creating TikToks to your song. Now, is there one that's been like that stuck out to you? Like maybe it was kind of surprising that they took it this way, or maybe a special guest that was gonna use it ended up using it. Like what's one of the TikToks that maybe stood out to you?
there's been like some K-pop stars that made me really excited that were using it. A lot of people in the Philippines too, which is cool because I love the Philippines. I don't know. I feel like I've seen a lot of great dance videos from like some of my favorite dancers on TikTok, which has also been really exciting because like I love dancing so much and it's something I don't get to do often. And so when I see other people like inspired by something I've made in a way that they can like dance to it, it's really cool. I don't know. I'm watching like in awe because I just don't know how people do it. Like I make TikToks like I'm like a very
Casual
amateur
TikToker.
TikToker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like it's very interspersed, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? But yeah, it's been really cool.
Absolutely. And you're getting ready for the second leg of your tour coming up in March. The emails I can't send tour. It's sold out. People can't even buy tickets to it. What does that feel like to know that all these people are gonna come to see you and they're ready to see you?
I mean, I love nothing more than performing, like putting on a show and then getting to also just every show is different and kind of feeling the energy of that crowd that night, especially with songs that mean so much to me. The first leg of the tour was so special and is, the reason I'm able to go on the second leg of the tour. Everything from like the things that my fans show up wearing and like they all brought like forks to the last tour because we have this inside joke about forks in one of my songs and they all like I have these like dipshit merch hats that they would buy and I don't know like it feels like a very close-knit show. So that's probably my favorite thing about it and I just can't wait to do it again. I'm so excited.
Yeah, now I imagine there has to be a lot of planning that goes into doing a tour and, preparing your show, like planning the set list, what kind of production value you want to have. Are you
Yeah.
able to make any adjustments? Like not even show to show, but yeah, show to show, but like when you get a break in between like the first leg and the second leg, you'd be like, I didn't like this part of the first leg, so maybe we can change it for the second leg. Can you make adjustments like that?
Absolutely. No, I mean, the show's never set in stone, according to me. I mean, I run the whole thing, so I
Mm.
can do whatever I want. That's kind of like the coolest part about this job. And also, yeah, I think you learn a lot, especially from the first leg till now. I learned a lot of like what worked, what didn't. A lot of it for me is like about flow, the flow of the show and the flow of the set list. And even if I feel like there's like a slight lull in like a section of the show, I'll be like, oh, I want to add a different song into that section and make it feel more amped up. And just I really try to pay attention to the audience because they're the only reason I can do the show. So yeah, we make it really fun for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's so much fun. It's literally just like creating your own little universe for the night.
And it sounds amazing. Now, is there any adjustments that you can share with us that you've already looking to make, or is it something that you have to hide? Because I ain't gonna push you for the secrets, but if there is something you can share, like what is something they can look forward to in part two of this tour?
Well, I'm gonna be singing new songs,
Mm,
which will be fun.
okay.
Songs they haven't heard yet. So
What? Okay,
yeah,
sorry. Let's start thinking about all the ideas that came in my head.
yeah,
But
don't get crazy.
new music cannot wait. All right, so we saw that you have this daily routine, like you like to start your days a specific way. Can you share a little bit about that and what benefits come from your daily morning routines?
I feel like someone else has asked me this as far as like my morning routine. And I think in this one video I did where they were like, what's your morning routine? I like did this like full out morning routine. I don't do that every day. Like, I'm gonna be so honest with you. Like, I like
No.
in that video, I was like, yeah, of course I'm gonna do like the most full-fledged version of what my morning routine has been in the past and probably should be every day. But my
Yeah.
morning routine now, it's giving like get up, get ready, and go. So
Yeah.
I guess there's not a lot of time. And because I have been traveling internationally a bit, I'm quite jet lagged and my brain only starts working at a certain hour. So the more sleep I can get, the better. I'm a small girl, so I have to sleep, I have to drink water, all the basics. But yeah, no, I mean, I was saying, so I end up doing a lot of stuff before I go to bed as opposed to my morning. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So you do like a nightly routine.
I'm more of a nighttime routine type girl than morning routine. What about you?
Hmm.
Are you a morning person?
Oh God, no! This is a night show, so
Yeah, I was
I
about
don't.
to say,
I don't even
like,
exist till afternoon.
that's what I'm getting at. I don't know what people. I'm not like a run a marathon before the sun comes up type person either. I can't
No,
do two.
no. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
night owls over here, so you'll fit right in.
Okay, good. Awesome.
Now, I know you're a big Rihanna fan. Because even in the song "Nonsense," you kind of do that little shout out to Wild Thoughts. I don't know if you did that on purpose or not.
Yes, I did.
That was intentional, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So like people know that you're a Rihanna fan. We've been having this debate around the office because she's doing the big game, the halftime show.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
Do you have any speculation of who she might bring out as a guest?
I
Because
know
we,
it. I know it's not me, but
yeah,
that's oh yeah, yeah. In case someone drops out last minute. Um, no, I have no speculation, and I'm scared to even guess because I don't know. Do you have guesses?
we've been having some guesses, but like we can't think of anybody that'd be like worth coming out. Like Drake, of course, but there is like debate, like her husband would be jealous. Um, like Jay-Z, but he only has a couple songs that doesn't really like the NFL. So like everything we think of the counter. Like only safe pick I think is Calvin Harris.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I'm the worst person to ask because
Yeah.
I'm watching solely for her. But yeah, I wonder. That'll be really cool. I feel like she'll probably switch it up and do something very left of center that no one expects.
Of course.
That's just my nature.
Yeah. What song would you want her to see? Like she has to perform this one for Sabrina to be happy.
I'm like I know which one she's gonna like probably like the very obvious ones maybe, but one that
Yeah.
I like haven't been sure of is if she would throw like 4 or 5 seconds in there, and that's one of my favorites randomly.
Yeah. That was one of the guesses. Maybe she secretly brings out Paul McCartney or something.
This and that, I would start crying uncontrollably.
Oh man. Okay. So we also been told that you're like really big into fashion. Is
Yeah.
there like a fashion trend that's really hot right now that we could maybe jump on? Maybe you can enlighten us. So I'm pretty basic, so I'm always needing inspiration as far as how to dress better. But like what's something that's been sticking out to you that you like as a trend, fashion trend?
Bows in my hair, and you should try that.
I do rock Afro puffs from time to time, so I just like
That's
put bows
awesome.
around the Afro puffs.
Yeah, just like little ribbons and just tie them in a bow, or you can even just get like fun scrunchies. Like just be.
Hmm.
I also like, I don't know, I'm like a nail person. I like switching up my nails quite a bit. So I don't really know though. As far as clothes, I feel like I just wear a lot of I sound so annoying. I just wear a lot of vintage stuff you wouldn't be able to get and find anywhere. No, I just like I feel like it's always kind of changing, and so much of the time I wear the same like clothes. I like rotate between like the same 5 shirts, it feels like, because when you like love a certain like article of clothing and it just feels like it fits you the best, it looks the best on you. I get this way with jeans because I'll find one pair of jeans and then for the next 2 years, I'm like, that's the only pair of jeans that looks good on me. I can't wear any other jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm a little weird like that, but yeah, definitely try the bows. I'm on
Okay.
the
I'm
bow
gonna
kick.
add that. What about fashion for like people you're interested in? Like, what's a fashion that somebody could wear to get your attention? Like they wear this combination, like, ooh, Sabrina loving that.
There's like a cute thing with like rings. Rings are cute.
Rings.
Yeah, rings are cute.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
think
people invest in some rings.
that's in some rings. I also love when rings have stories behind them. I think that that's really cool. Um,
Oh,
yeah, and like love a good jacket. Like a good jacket, like nothing else matters, you know?
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. All right. Before I let you get out of here, because I know your time is precious, but I had to ask about this, the last part of nonsense, because it cracked me up. Like
Mm,
you were just on this run of like saying all these different things, like, how fast can you take your clothes off, like a pop quiz,
yeah,
and
I did
and
say
then
that.
yeah, and then y'all start laughing, and you
Mm.
were like saying like this is never gonna make it, but it clearly made it. What what was going on there? Were you just like on a run, just saying how many different lines, or was this like a goof around session? What happened there?
So I've never like laughed that much when I was writing a song because for so much of the time we didn't actually like we weren't even writing the song, we were just writing fake versions of the song. We were like, "Oh my God, if the chorus was this, and that would never happen because no one would listen to it." But with the outro, just as a joke, I basically sang in all of the fake chorus lines and I wasn't saying that's not going to make it like the song. I was saying the line that I was singing wasn't going to make it because I was like, there's no way we're putting this in the song. And then
Mm-hmm.
fully did. And then it was too late. Like, I mean, it wasn't too late. I probably could have changed it. But I think at that point I was like, we're so far in here. The song is already nonsense. So I might as well just keep the theme going. So yeah, but we were on one and fully sober, which is insane.
Yeah, yeah, no, I love it. Might if I'm bold enough, I might use it as a pickup line one time.
Oh, please do. Send someone the song and then just send them the timestamp.
Yeah. Oh, that's genius.
Yeah.
Giving me free game out here. Thank you so much.
I'll give free game out all day, but I just don't give any to myself.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you stopping by and wish you nothing but luck on this next leg of your tour. And hopefully we'll see you at one of the shows.
See you so soon. You're the best. Thank you so much.